Hello everyone, we made it. It's your MoonBabes Monday Night Live on a Tuesday. This is Sonia G, and as we get started talking about the energies and what's going on this week, I'm gonna wait for some of you to join. I know that it didn't happen yesterday and I got a lot of messages yesterday like, what's going on? Hi Kinga, hi Danny, I see you guys joining. Thank you for joining. We're gonna talk about some good stuff. Hi Sierra. I always hope that I say your guys' names right, so if I don't, please forgive me, but I see every one of you, so thank you for joining me. And we're gonna just chat about all this stuff that's going on and the energy that's coming up. If it's a little echoey, I just moved, you guys, so if you follow my stories, you've seen it's actually the first live from the new place. I have my little baby tree. I don't have my real tree up yet, but we're getting there. So working with these energies. So you guys, we are going, oh yay, I'm glad that I'm saying it correctly. So you guys, this is a super intense week. There's a lot of stuff happening, and if you've been feeling emotional, you're right on the money with the astrology. So the astrology has been quite intense, and we're feeling it on an emotional level, and we're also feeling it on a spiritual level. So do you guys remember just a little bit ago we had Venus that went retrograde, and it was kind of this twin flame inner journeying, re-questioning, twin flame unions, twin flame separation, right? We're still kind of unwinding that process. Well, Venus then went out of retrograde, but just on the 2nd, so just a couple of days ago, Venus went back into Scorpio, which is where it retrograded. So what's happening is all of this stuff is coming back up for us, and it's coming up so that we can shift out of old patterns and into forward movement. So a lot of things that are coming up right now, it feels like, haven't I been here and done this? And why is this representing itself? And why is it coming back so soon? I dealt with this. So this is really why. So it's like this last purge, this last wave, and the astrology is really working with the waves that are coming in energetically. Obviously, you know, the cosmos is all interconnected and working amazingly, everything together. And so as these waves and these new frequencies are coming in, blasting us, waking up the DNA coding that we have inside and making us, forcing us basically, but making us like level up and rise up and really truly activate the power that is in our cells, right? The astrology is right there with the challenges, making sure that we are on board doing this, and really just kind of doing the nudging thing. So what's happening is everything is leading up to, we have a lot of, I should never really say everything because there's always so much going on. Right now, we also have Mercury retrograde. Whenever Mercury goes retrograde, that's our inner journey. That's when we get to go through just a reevaluation of how we come across others. It's a journey of communication, and it's communication with yourself, it's communication with others. So if you feel like people don't understand you right now, and if you're having technical difficulties, like technical problems, phone problems, that kind of stuff, Mercury is the ruler of communication and technology. So that's kind of what's going on. But we're almost there. Mercury's coming out of retrograde on the 7th, right as we have the new moon in Sagittarius. Then we also have Chiron that's coming out of retrograde. I think it's like the 8th. So we have some things that are starting to unwind. However, when you look at the astrology for this month, there's a lot of squares. And I like to talk about the energy of stuff instead of like the specifics. So there's basically a bunch of movements, but what happens when a planet squares the sun represents our identity, our personality. So whenever that happens, there's challenges that have to do with our identity, with our personality. This month, there's quite a few, okay? And if you look through the whole thing, you really get this feeling like we're being challenged to figure out who we really are. Like, are you really, where do you stand with love? Where do you stand with communication? Where is your wounded, journey going? Where do you stand with this? So we're really being questioned on where we stand on a lot of things. And so here's my message. If you remember anything out of this evening's live, remember this. This is about you discovering yourself beyond the labels, beyond the experiences, beyond the jobs, beyond the wounds, beyond what has happened to you, beyond what your life experience is. Really, truly finding your inner identity. Who are you outside of things, outside of people? So get rid of like your relationships. So if you are not a mother, father, daughter, aunt, sister, uncle, whatever. So outside of that, outside of your job, right? So outside of your title, outside of what you own, outside of all of these things and these stories and these experiences, who are you really? This is what we're coming up with. This is truly what you're going to be feeling pushed towards figuring out. Who are you and what do you truly want at the core, at the depth of your soul? So when this stuff comes up and you feel like you have like these visceral like releases, like you're crying or you're getting upset and memories are coming up or situations are coming up, allow yourself to go through this stuff because it really is like a cellular karmic release that we're going through. And so if tears come up, cry it out, right? Run it out, meditate it out. You guys know that's my favorite way of doing it. So just work through the things that are coming up for you because it's really a recalibration. So this month is really recalibration. And what's happening on the new moon is that we have both the sun and the moon coming together mid-Sagittarius, okay? The sun is our personality and the moon is our emotional side. And so it's divine masculine, divine feminine coming together at exactly halfway point of Sagittarius, which right now is where the sun is. Well, anyways, the point is they're coming together. This is the merging of our personality, which is our ego side, and our emotional side. So you're going to have to figure this one out and who you are, what do you stand for, what do you want. So it's super important on the new moon. So this weekend coming up, take some time, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, okay, to grab a hold of the energy and claim it. Claim what you want. Claim who you are. Figure out who you want to be if you aren't quite sure, where all of that stands. Because what's going to happen is the clearer you get, the easier it will be. If you're not clear on where you stand, then and who you are in terms of like this spiritual personality revolution that's happening inside, then the rest of the month is going to be challenging. Okay, so use this new moon. This new moon is like the universe saying, here you go. Like, open the gift, take it home and play with it and enjoy it. So this new moon is really like the universe gifting us this ability to grab a hold of these new frequencies and say, yes, I'm in, I am better, I am stepping into my higher self, I'm stepping into new timelines. All the good stuff that's available to me now, I'm jumping into, and I am shedding the old. So really make that jump, make that commitment. And then the rest of the month is going to be a lot easier. And then the next, incoming waves, which we have a lot of upgrades and encodings that are coming up, are going to be a lot easier for you to sustain. So it's really about grabbing that on. But the rest of the month, there's a lot of astrology. So I just want you guys to know that. And it's not, it's sometimes knowing is half the battle. A lot of times, my friends, this morning we were at practicing Kundalini, and a lot of my friends were asking me, like, when is it going to let down? When do we get a break, right? Like, when is this astrology? When can we just chill for a minute? And it's really not, it's almost just coming and coming and coming, and the breaks in between are getting shorter and shorter, which means that we really have to just get better and better at our spiritual practice, at our inner centered connection. And honestly, you guys, this month is going to question the beliefs that have to do with God, with creator of all that is. So if that stuff is coming up for you, That's what the astrology, that's what the universe is calling for. And, you know, whenever we leave that belief kind of undefined, where God is like, you know, either like this man figure from the Bible that, you know, maybe like, this is me punishing, like punishing you, or, you know, that's going to send you to hell, or God is just this like universe that is so hard to identify with. This is kind of what we're wrestling with, right? These two beliefs. So really find out what kind of that is for you. Yay, thanks for the love, guys. I can see that you are you're identifying with the stuff that's going on. We're all going through it. We're all going through it. So it's time to get real with ourselves and being like, okay, God, let's figure this one out, right? And don't be afraid of doing that, because the truth is, you know, the essence of God is in each one of our cells. When we really get down to it, you guys, how does our body function? How do we do all of the things that we do without thinking about it, right? So God is not this like separate being from us that's, you know, or this infinite being that we can't grab a hold of. So find your relationship with God. Okay. I'm going to read some questions. Let's see if you guys have questions. Yes, frequency. It really is. Like there's a lot that has to do with frequency, and it's about raising our frequency, right? We want to ideally match that God frequency. That's where we go all the way up, and we feel like we're disintegrating. Okay, the crystalline dragonfly. Ooh, I love that name. Wow, I jumped in at an interesting time. Haha, all I hear is something about going to hell. That was not a good time. I thought that was a question. That's funny. I was talking about the old idea of God and how God has been depicted in the Bible, right, by a society that wanted to just keep control of the people. And so they turned God into this being that was just, you know, like, you got to do this or you're in trouble. And so we really have to identify, you know, find our connection with God within ourselves, within the creator of all that is, and the fact that, you know, it's the life force of God that we have inside of us, and that's how we can connect. So it's not outside of us, and it's not, you know, a being that's just sending us to hell. It's actually the life force of the universe, and we are super connected from within ourselves. We really don't have to do anything in order to be connected, but it's finding that relationship and finding that knowingness, because when shit hits the fan, that's the thing that always will, having that connection, having that line of communication, having that knowingness on how to access God within you, and then connecting to everything that is the intelligence of God, then you're supported. You feel like nothing is the limit, and you feel like you can take on anything, right? So, all right. So you guys have all sorts of comments here. This is 100% hitting the nail on the head. Yeah, we're all kind of, it's in the astrology, and it's in the energy of what's happening, and, you know, with the grid and everything else. We are the sun and the moon, masculine and feminine. Let's get balanced. Yes, yes, this is the new moon to do it. We're all integrating. Yes, agree 1000%. Yes, yes, yes. Just did my first Kundalini class tonight. Oh, Jade, awesome. Because of you. Yay, I feel amazing and lighter. Good, I am so excited. So Kundalini is one of my favorite ways to clear the chakras that are along our spinal column. And the chakras, you guys know by now, are energy centers that are aligned along our spine. And Kundalini is very effective that way. Kundalini and Reiki are my go-to. Kundalini, obviously, for practice. Reiki takes, you know, actual work, or a Reiki master. So, but I love them. So Jade says, having been exposed to it in the sacred chakras journey made it easier for sure. Oh, good. Yeah, so one of the ways that we get closer to having that access open in our crown chakra to access the higher frequencies, the higher realms, and going into access all the way up to our 13th chakra and really connecting to that frequency of all that is we clear out this stuff first. And so there's Kundalini meditations in the sacred chakras journey, because we got to take care of this part so that we can connect to upwards to this part and extend ourselves upwards. So, and the other piece, you guys, is the food. Do not underestimate the power of food during these holidays, okay? Be careful. I've had a lot of friends that were saying like, oh, let's make Christmas treats. And you have to watch for the sugar. So I'm dead bent on finding healthy recipes that we can all enjoy without putting like venom in our bodies, really. Because, if you absolutely are going to eat sugar, in the moment that you eat sugar, feel good about it. Don't feel the guilt, okay? Help your body process it. So if you choose into eating sugar, don't give in. Choose in. It will be a lot better for your body. It's still not the best idea, but if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna have a sugar cookie or whatever it is, just have the cookie, feel good about it, and transmute the energy. Ask for the energy to be filled with love, with light, with, to raise the frequency of the sugar cookie. Do your part, okay? Because you can't transmute it all, but a lot of it can change. So, but when you eat healthy and you eat foods that are alive, then your energy flows a lot easier. Your connection to God is easier. Your connection to spirit is easier. You can hear your angels. You can see them, all of those beautiful things. So, okay, river, the flow. Oh, wait, I can't really, I'm starting to get blinded by the light. And it's also, I think, my print of my shirt today, I can't really read. More fruit, less processed sugar. Yes, let's get alkaline. Indeed. Also, you guys, watch for, speaking of this food, citrus season. Yes, I love the smell of oranges at Christmas. I love it. Oranges and tangerine. Look for, I'm coming out with some meditations that will help you with regulating your cravings during the holidays. And they're going to be paired with a few of the favorite recipes that are Ayurvedic recipes that will help you. So you're going to have the mental portion of the mental factor of the breaking the addiction to sugar, or being able to not, if you get anxiety over the holidays in general, these are going to be really good meditations for that. There's going to be 3, okay? And they're short. So like, when you're in the nick of time and in the moment and you want to maybe punch the people that are in your house. We shouldn't say that, but that in the holidays kind of things happen and everybody goes crazy, and not everybody is as spiritual as you. So they kind of tend to bring all these chaotic energies in the house. So if that happens, there are things that you can do. And either way, whether or not you end up, trying one of my meditations, just make sure that you get your meditation practice on, because again, the astrology is going to be strong. Your willpower will be tested during this December. Make sure that you claim who you are and that you have kind of like your holiday meditation spirituality strategy, because it's going to help a lot. And, make sure that you don't, that you don't eat all the sugar, you guys. So watch for that. I'm going to launch it tomorrow. And if you guys have questions, let me know. And hopefully it will be something that works for everybody. I haven't finished putting it all together, but it will be up tomorrow. And the other thing is, for the new moon, I really think that I'm going to do something because I've been moving, I haven't put it up yet, but I think we'll do something, I don't know, maybe in the Facebook group or maybe on Zoom for intention setting. Mostly because I don't want anybody to miss this opportunity. I am doing an event in person here in Salt Lake City, but I love so many of you guys all around the world, and I don't want you to miss this moment. And I know that it's very important sometimes when you have a community and we do it together, and there's so much more power in that. So Ashley, yes, please. Yeah, so I think we'll do it. What day? Okay, vote on the day. I'm going to put a poll up tonight, but Saturday, should we do Friday or Saturday? Because the moon is on Friday, so we'll have to figure it out. And maybe I'll do it for a donation and raise money for another charity or something fun, because it's the holiday season and I like to do that stuff. So I will put a poll up and then we'll decide whether it's Friday or Saturday. If it's Saturday, maybe we'll do it like midday, and then I'll make the replay available, because you can do it anytime through the weekend. And plus, we'll do the fabulous encoding in the quantum field. So then it will be good. Yes, Jackie, you are in Salt Lake City, so come. It's at Encompass Wellness Center at 7 p.m. on Friday. And because you're going to be there, there will also be, we're doing Kundalini, we're doing intentions, and we're going to do a sound bath, which is one thing that I haven't figured out how to do for you guys virtually all over the world, because the sound is just not the same. But we're going to do something amazing, and it will involve Kundalini. It'll probably involve some astral travel, and I don't know, we'll see. Sagittarius, maybe Jupiter. Maybe we'll do something with Jupiter. We'll see. But we'll do something amazing, and we'll write down the intentions, and that's really the important part. So we'll figure it out. Okay, and if you guys have input, let me know. Again, I'll put up a survey tonight, and then I'll make the call tomorrow. It'll either be Friday or Saturday. So I know I wish you guys all lived here, but you know, I am really thankful that I feel so connected to so many of you guys on Zoom. It's amazing, and it's probably because I can feel you and I can connect with you energetically, but I know a lot of you are developing your intuition and developing your gifts, and so I feel really blessed that we have such an amazing community and that we can connect that way. So who knows, maybe I'll do my first live on oh my gosh, YouTube? I can't think. I don't know. I'm experimenting with all these social media outlets, but we're going to do something. I'll get it figured out, and it's going to be great. So either way, you guys, and if you don't do it with me, take the time to do it by yourself. Write it out. Claim who you are. This is the time to do it. We are releasing the middle ages of our soul, the dark night of the soul. We're releasing it. You don't want to go through this stuff in 2019. We want to be done. So energetically setting ourselves up for the new timelines and everything amazing that's coming. So, all right, my loves. Keep drinking lots of water and have your Himalayan salts. There's a lot of frequencies that are coming in, like in terms of like DNA upgrades. So the more you do that, stay hydrated and meditate. And mostly, if you don't know like what best, really take like silent time. Even if you just take, 5-10 minutes silent time before you go to bed, and let your body just, reboot. Let your body, mind, spirit, all of it reboot. All right? Okay. Questions. Jackie, quick question. Ringing of the ears, almost deafening. What is this? These are the upgrades. So you're feeling ascension symptoms. It's like the new frequencies that are coming in, and so you're developing your superpowers. You're developing your gifts. And so when the new frequencies come in, you do get, so it's I kind of tend to just say it's the ascension symptoms, but yes, headaches are a part of it. We have headaches, lots of ringing, heart palpitations, itching and dry skin, also dryness in the eyes, dryness of the mucus, and it's like a whole reset of the nervous system. So you may have like nerve endings that are firing, like sciatica or like different, flare-ups like that. So if that's happening, you're feeling the ascension symptoms, and what you need to do is it's possible to transcend those, okay? So if you guys are in the sacred chakras journey, or if you have any of my astral travel meditations, do one of those meditations, because what it does is it gets you to a higher frequency, and it doesn't matter which one it is. If you have an old one, it doesn't matter, because what you want to do is raise your frequency above. Everything will help. So if you go above the frequency that you're at, your body will not feel the side effects. So as soon as I feel this stuff coming on, last night I was actually my body was just worn out from moving and everything, and I was totally getting a fat lip. I kid you not. Like, my skin was itching, I'm getting a fat lip, starting to get the headache. I was like, whoa, 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 let's get on the astral plane. And then when you do that, you know, everything is back, because you go, you change your state of being, you shift, you go into your right brain, you download the frequencies, and you bring them home, and then you're good. And then you're back to functioning. So it's pretty amazing. It's pretty instant how you can shift it. So, all right, you guys. Keep getting them on the left side. Yeah, so it's just, yeah, it's like these pulses, because the energies happens that way. So, all right, you guys, I need to let you go so that I can actually download this. But if you have other questions, inbox me, and then I'll put that poll up so that we can vote on the intentions for the new moon. I love you so much. Go drink lots of water, meditate, and get up to higher vibrations and higher frequencies. Go do a meditation. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a beautiful night.